Good afternoon, Raj. Thank you for taking some time out and getting involved in this week's Business Owner Spotlight. Would you like to go ahead, introduce yourself, and tell us about your businesses?
Yep. Good afternoon, Scott. Pleased to be here. And myself, Raj. I'm from India, and basically, I started in Northern Ireland since 2017. I moved over here. Uh, I am from a family background which have businesses, which is stone, granites, tiles, and ceramic world kind of thing. And then since I started here, I moved into my startup, which is a digital technology business, providing a cybersecurity solutions and trainings to the local people, like charities and mid-sized companies, small and medium companies. In this business, which I started as a digital technology, which is TISEC, Technology Information and Security Company, you will find a lot of voluntary work, let's say hacking going around. You need your team to be upskilling or updated about the latest hacks and things like that. We do that, we help with that. If you want your companies to be working with getting the infrastructure scan and see what are the potential attacks they can be in any industry, we help with that as well. And there are many tools available in the market. You will go and try to have a look at one of those companies, but then you will never know how to use multiple tools to get to where you need to go. So that's how we help in the technology sector. From the stone business, which I said earlier, as from the business background, when I came here, I see a potential business of import and export. So then I started looking into the options here, and reaching out to many local clients who are importing from different parts of Europe, but have been trying from India, but never had a concrete contact, like as trustworthy was. So being as a local and also having connections back to India, the import export is kind of a new stuff which is in flight. So that's one.
So it seems like so it's three very diverse businesses, but you're the common denominator. So it's your kind of entrepreneurial spirit, and you just seeing opportunities and where you can add value. Then,
Absolutely. So, adding to that, the entrepreneurship, it's something which I always like to do. Finding a problem and getting a solution can be anything. So for that, we use plastic bags many times in Tesco, Lidl, and all these vendors, and it's a huge amount of plastic which we are using as a plastic bags, right? So since I got married, we have a manufacturing unit in our in-laws which produces non-woven bags, which is non-plastic, 100% recyclable, highly strong and reliable and everything as compared to plastic. And I am then started reaching out to this innovation team, to these big giants innovation teams, and they are also interested in looking into it since they have a contract with the current vendor. They are putting it on hold, but then once we have it ready, then we can start looking into it. So that's one of the areas. Well,
so tell us more about then the because I mean I'm thinking ideal customer is basically anybody who supplies plastic bags. I mean obviously we all use them. And what about the stone business then? Who would be your ideal customer for that, or who would you most like to speak to in that domain?
that will be a business to business kind of thing, because what I'm doing is it's not a small quantity. It should be a container, a kind of a bigger thing. So it's like any local businesses who want to import, who are importing, or who wants to expand their business and get a variety of stones and designs, then they can contact and we can work out through the logistics and things.
Cool. So tell me more about yourself then. How long have you been in business for yourself?
Since 2019, because since
Nice.
then I was interested in getting into business.
Yeah, and what would you say has been what's been the biggest learning you've had since you've been a business owner?
Start as early as possible.
Okay.
So the thing is, we all procrastinate. From what I've seen from my friends and families, when I talk to them, they were like, yeah, we want to do this and that, we want to start a business, but they all procrastinate. They're thinking like, what will be the first step? The first step is never decided. You just start doing something, you talk to someone, and you get into the business. So the problem is, you stop procrastinating and get into it.
And what's one thing you've had to learn the hard way?
The patience. So since you're in the business, there are a lot of things which require patience. The bigger one is customer. So you need to reach out to the users, your customers, maybe business to business, business to customer, different kind of world. But then there is a patience. You have to keep following up and working out through your way.
So being persistent with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what's been the biggest learning you've had about yourself then?
For myself,
Yeah.
That's
So yeah, what have you learned about yourself and your own character?
discipline. So you, in any business, you would see, like, if you are not consistent with what you're looking for, there are ups and downs. There are times where you think like, it's not working, we might not have to so stop doing it. But then if you keep doing as a day-to-day work as you like, and then interested of what you're doing, then you will be in a discipline. That will be my go-getter thing, to get up in the morning and see what are the new things I can bring into the business. So it's always in my mind.
Yeah. So just having the discipline to keep going even when things are tough. And again, it's back to that resilience and
Yeah,
tenacity then.
yeah.
Awesome. If where would you like to take the business then? So where does your group of companies, what does it look like in the next, say, 5 years?
So for the 5 years, it's again three different domains as I speak, and the one technology digital business. I would like to take it to the small and medium enterprises, get it up and running with the companies who are struggling with their digital transformation, or who are struggling with the setting up their infrastructure, and then also help with the security and voluntary stuff for charities. For the tiles and things, these are all the local companies who also want to bid to the bigger projects, but don't have the capacity or contacts to get into the best price and the quality. Can help with that. There are a lot of construction going on at the moment, and then it's not about the big players in the market. The small players can help as well and bid on the projects. For uh, for the bags, it's like any company who is already selling in the market with their plastics can try to get it redesigned, a new company portfolio with the non-woven bags, and be sustainable, support the government with net zero carbon footprinting and everything. So that'll be the one of the best thing.
Yeah. So I mean, what would be the challenges then in you achieving those three things for your three different companies?
Yeah, the challenge is the contacts. So I would also like to build a marketplace kind of thing for these domains, where you can come in, the businesses can come in and see what they're looking for and find the right contact for their products, for their requirements. Even if you have something which is not in these domains, you can still upload your questions or ask your questions or your inquiries, and then you'll get what you need. So there'll be support through the marketplace.
Okay. So the biggest, you've got a plan to overcome your biggest challenge then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. If you could go back then to 2019, or maybe somebody is listening to this who's thinking of starting a business, if you could go back to yourself and speak to yourself in 2019, what's the one biggest piece of advice you would give yourself then?
Um, Same thing as I spoke earlier. Why haven't you started early? So, since I was from the business background, I was more into the technology side as well. So I was like, don't want to join the business. But then later, as I grew up and worked with the local startup community here in Belfast, I understand that there are a lot of supports available. So you don't have to be, a super entrepreneur. You can just start with something. So have an idea, have a spirit, and work out with the meetings. So you will learn better. So it's like, if I would go back and say 2019 started.
Yeah. So just do something, take a step forward.
Yeah, just do something.
Yeah. So it's like progress over perfection.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, look, and what does the last part of this year look like for you? Have you got big plans for the last quarter?
uh, just become a father now, so the plans are pretty easy for this quarter. But then we have potential tiles customer ready, so I'm gonna get them supplier done, and then move forward for the next quarter.
Awesome. Well, look, again, Raj, really appreciate you taking some time out, get involved. Some good knowledge there. Can't wait to share it with everybody. And thanks again for getting involved in our Business Owner podcast.
That's great. Thanks for inviting.